Hello, everyone. I'm Jim Longworth, and welcome to another edition of Forsyth County Connections, coming to you from the studios, the third floor, and Government Center. It's about as specific as you can get. I'm just telling them what floor we're on down in downtown Winston-Salem. A special guest with us is a good friend of the show. She's been on here before, Maura Trimble. She's Public Health Nursing Supervisor for the Forsyth County Department of Public Health. Good to see you again.
You too, Jim. Thanks for having me.
You sent me an email and said, let's talk about measles, so let's do that. Now, cases of measles have increased significantly in several states. So I guess the first question is, what the heck is going on?
So in January of this year, there was a case identified in Texas. And then by February of that year, it was declared an outbreak because there was a community of people there who were under-vaccinated for measles. So it spread very quickly. And so there was a lot of people there for the measles virus to take advantage of and just spread it. Now they have about just closing in on 800 cases in that area.
How are measles transmitted? Because there's some myths out there about that.
Yeah. So measles is a virus and it's airborne. So it can linger in the air for a really long time. So it's super small, can stay in an environment. If a person goes into a room and once they leave that room, that virus remains airborne for about 2 hours. So
are you kidding me?
No.
So if the person just breathes and sneezes and coughs or whatever and leaves the room, it's for how much longer?
2 hours.
Oh my Lord.
So you could have somebody who's in an area, in a store, in a doctor's office, they leave, and anybody else that comes in behind them could get it. So when they do identify a person who has measles and they do a tracking system of where they've been, then they will put out an announcement saying, if you've been at this location on this date between these hours, please make sure you're up to date on your vaccine.
This may seem like a stupid question, but why is there such a concern about that? You're talking about, well, there's an outbreak in Texas, and there's this and that, and people who are unvaccinated. Well, why are you concerned?
So it's highly contagious, but it also, it causes, you get sick from it, you have symptoms, then you develop a rash, but some people, it can go on to lead for more serious effects. So pneumonia and or encephalitis or brain swelling.
Is this always happens to kids, or do adults get measles? I mean, once a kid spread it, or what?
If you're fully vaccinated, if you're up to date, the recommended series is 2 doses. You shouldn't have any problem. The United States in 2000 measles was eradicated, truly in the country, and now we're not at that state anymore. So.
Well, I know you don't want to get into politics. That's not the purpose of this show. But there are factions of people who are telling other people not to get vaccines. Probably not a good idea to say that, right?
Probably not, because really, the nature of vaccine is if we can vaccinate a lot of people, then the people who can't get vaccinated, we can make sure that they stay safe from viruses.
Is that the only way to stay safe, is to get vaccinated, or is there anything else we can do to prevent it?
From measles, no. A vaccine is the most recommended prevention from it. Otherwise, don't travel internationally, don't go to Gaines County, Texas, and don't be around anybody else who has measles.
All right, suppose I get the measles and I'm an adult. Is there a specific treatment, or is there something I can do to try to make it less serious and maybe the effects less serious?
No, unfortunately, measles does not have something like if you have flu, you can get Tamiflu, so something that helps shorten the symptoms, there's nothing. So measles is about an 8 to 9 day course of symptoms, and that whole time you're infectious to other people, so best thing you can do is just treat the symptoms. So it's usually fever, runny nose, cough, so it's just comfort.
Do antibiotics? I know I shouldn't be asking you all these doctor questions, but I'm going to do, because I love when you come to the show. But I mean, do you take antibiotics or not? Because when you say it's a virus, sometimes viruses don't respond. So I mean, what?
Correct. Yes. So think of antibiotic as anti-biological, and so that's a bacteria. And so measles is a virus, so it'd be an antiviral, which there's none developed for measles.
Well, is there anything else, any tips you want to give anybody? I mean, trying to stay out of certain populations, or wear masks? Are we going to get back to mask wearing, or what?
Fortunately, in the state of North Carolina, there are no cases of measles. Our closest neighbors, Virginia has 3 cases, Tennessee has 6, South Carolina has none. So stay up to date on get up to date on your vaccine. It's a 2-dose series. Kids get them between 12 months and 15 months, and then again right before they go into school, 4th grade, 4-year-old to 5-year-old. once you have that series done, you don't have to worry about contracting measles.
Okay. Now, as we wrap up, just a few seconds left, the general county website, is there a portal or is there something we should or go to or a specific website to get more information about this?
Sure. Just type in Forsyth County Department of Public Health measles, and it'll take you to a page with more information.
All right, Maura. Thanks. You always give such good information. Thanks for doing that.
Thanks, Jim. You have great questions.